break the code for another dish. It's called Paofan. If you guys know, it's actually like rice in soup. Suitable recipe for my family. Today I'm doing Paofan. I'm just trying out to see whether can do or not. Never cooked before, but just try, right? So what is here? This is oil. I'm going to prepare the first thing first. I put it aside. Guess what it is? So today I'm trying to learn how to cook Paofan. I don't know the recipe. I just try. You're supposed to deep fry the rice. So just be careful when you fry the rice. It's very hot. So this is the end of the whole Paofan later on, but we have to prepare it first. So I'm showing you all the preparation. You all can see it's still deep frying. I'm actually controlling the oil. I'm going to prepare the broth also. Okay, so what happened is we just need the rice more. I guess the word is more fried. Today's broth is quite a simple broth. So now you can see the rice is already turning brown. So I must be careful not to overcook it. See, the rice is brown. I need to get it out because it's very brown already. So because mine is a hot pan, right? The risk is I risk it becoming burnt as it still continues to cook inside. So I'm going to remove the oil. And this is how it looks. The rice. Okay, this is the fried rice. It's a little bit too brown, but I think it's fine because it's going on the Paofan later. So this is one done. This is going to the rice later. So I'm going to prepare the broth. Usually for broth, my recommendation is if you want a very rich broth, then you want to use chicken bone, pork bone, other meat. But today I just decided to cook this like maybe half an hour ago, 1 hour ago. So I'm not going to use because if you prepare broth, you should prepare ahead with the pork and the chicken. I'm also mindful because my helper doesn't take pork, so usually I will just use pork chicken if she's eating with us, waiting to cool before we put inside, keep it away. So there's two versions I was thinking of making, either just with rice alone, that means the white rice, or we will fry the rice. I saw that their recipe, I actually have not eaten the Paofan in the stores that's very popular now. I'm just creating my imagination kind of thing, the taste in my imagination. So what I'm doing is I'm actually using only seafood tonight. So no bone, nothing, just a simple broth. That's also because we have a lot of prawn shell, so you want to actually use it, and we don't want to waste it. And we have actually cooked away some prawn shell. So today I'm just by showing you guys what do we do with the prawn shell. Today no pork. Today this dish no pork because helper will join us for dinner. So just purely seafood. But the one way to actually balance the seafood taste is to put a stock, like a chicken stock. So I'm going to cook the broth, the prawn broth first. So some oil. So just heat the oil. It's wet, so just be careful with the oil and all this. So I have garlic and ginger here as well. So having ginger and garlic helps to take away all the fishy smell. So I will add in yesterday's portion. I'll add all this in because this is already put in the fridge to store away. Now you can actually cook longer, a bit longer to darken it. I also want to save time. Slightly turning brown. Yeah, but you can cook a bit longer, it's fine. Okay? Because the longer you cook, the more fragrant there is. And because I have ginger and garlic in this, right? Later in the broth, there will be all these. And if you use pork bones, blanch it first, then put inside the soup base. And also for any chicken bone, yeah, you want to put in, you can. So what happened is, on the side, I've also prepared the ingredient for the Paofan. I'll show you guys later. I'm not using some of the stores, they do lobster. If you have lobster, go ahead. You have any seafood, go ahead. It's actually, you can innovate. So I'm going to place the pot over, transfer all this over, and now add water to boil. This is the broth preparation. So depending on how much water you want, I'm cooking a lot more water because this is a soupy dish. Anyway, if you cook extra, you can keep away the broth. We'll adjust the taste later. Seasoning. Let me show you. So this is the broth. It will boil for a while. Let me put it to boil first. See the color? That's why you get all the prawn noodle colors. So in the meantime, I want to season. My suggestion is if you want a bit more taste, you can also consider adding like chicken stock. So I will just put 1 teaspoon first. And I'm actually going to use my standard, my vegetarian stock. You can continue boiling first and add this later. That's also one option. But because I'm not using bones, I'm just using this for flavor. Meanwhile, we have to wait for this to cook, and I'm going to put this aside. Then we'll prepare other things. Boil first, then I will transfer it aside. Because this is a, with the stove, right, there's some stove with the bigger fire and some with the lower fire kind. So this happened to be the higher fire. So I really don't want to wait too long. So let's let it boil first before I transfer over. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the fried rice. So the broth is almost boiling. I will transfer it aside. Okay, it's boiling, y'all can see, right? So it's going to continue boiling at the side while I fry the rice. I was thinking what is an easy dish to cook today. Very lazy, yeah. So I thought maybe I'll do this Paofan. Hopefully it didn't turn out to be more complicated. Just now we cooked the prawn broth. Now I'm going to fry egg. I'm going to use a little bit of garlic. I like garlic in the egg. This is not the Thai fish sauce, it's less salty. You can actually cook the very red fried rice, the egg, then lace it over. That's also one way. This one is half. This is the version that I have. You can do the other version that is, the egg is better, you quickly add the rice. That's also one way. Some people prefer that form of fried rice. Okay. This soya sauce, I add a little. So the soup base is here. I'm going to show you the ingredients that is going into the soup base. I have clam. Clam is for the base. I happen to have it at home. Prawn, yeah. And I'm using this top shell as well. Okay, so it's going into the soup to give it more flavor. But I'll take out the prawn shell first. Otherwise, it'll be quite messy later to remove it. Yeah, selectively, right? If not, you have different things all mixed in. So what I will do is I will pour out into this. So I'm just going to pour my prawn shells over, so that now it's easier for cooking. Okay, now is the time when I will add in, I can transfer also over to my hotter pot, hotter stove. So I just bring this away. So I'll place my top shell in. For flavor, more flavor, I have clams. And I also have prawn. I'm going to add my mushroom, straw mushroom, because I actually don't have fresh mushroom. Or you can also, I think this is a good strong mushroom for the balance of taste. So I have veggie on the side. We'll wait for a while. This pot not big enough. Later my rice going is going to overflow. So I will still need to use back the other pot. So back to the other pot. So we'll wait for the rest of the ingredient to cook. Meanwhile, my rice is ready. So I need seasoning. I haven't do the real seasoning yet, so we still have time. But there's some. Of course, the broth has taste, but because I didn't use other ingredients like pork and chicken bones, right? It's actually pure seafood. So this is the time when I will do my adjustments for my. Just now I already put about 1, so this is another 1. So 2 teaspoon, no, 1 teaspoon actually in total. You want a flavor, extra flavor to it, you add chicken stock and what do you call that? And the broth, the soup broth, the prawn broth will actually be quite nice. So the reason why I'm doing this additional is because it depends on the quantity that you're cooking. Yeah, if you're cooking like me, you know, a lot of stuff, a lot of soup, then you want to make sure that there's enough taste. So I will actually put some garlic in here as well, because I really don't want it to be too fishy. This is fried ginger. I'm using it later. I think I can do with more. It's fine. Not a lot. More to make sure there is not too fishy. So there's also another way of doing, right? Some people will serve a bowl with the rice, fried rice in there, then pour over the soup. The other alternative is if I'm cooking plain rice, I'll put the plain rice in and soak in the broth. So that's 2 ways of, I think, cooking it, which I think should be okay. So what I'm doing is, because it's boiling, I'm going to bring out my ingredients so that it's not overcooked. You can actually put the clam in earlier and boil longer, but it will harden. Then you won't eat the clam because it's too hard. Or you can just cook for a short while. So if you cook like lobster or big item or a big prawn, then it's easier because you can actually lay it very nice. But because I'm using the normal home stuff right now, so this is what I have. I'm going to do 2 portions. One is with the rice cooked inside the soup. Another one is serve just the rice with the soup over. So let's see how it tastes, okay? So continue boiling my soup. This is my rice in a bowl. My veggie hasn't gone in. So I'll cook my veggie now. So veggie's being boiled now. So what do we wait for now? So what I'm doing here is I'm going to lay the bowl. Put more rice, then can see. Too little cannot see on top. So if you can see here, I'm going to actually prepare this. But I will serve this. So depending on what ingredients you have, you just use accordingly. So it's a personal choice. So this is my Paofan, home style Paofan with veggie. This is ginger. I'm going to put the fried ginger on top. This is the fried rice. Just now we fried the rice, right? So I'm just going to break it a little. So, some on top. I still have some fried shallots and garlic. Some spring onion. Veggie. And the soup. So, yeah, I forgot to taste. I forgot to taste. It's light, so depends. If I want it more stronger taste, then I will add more seasoning because it's right now quite light. So what I'll do is actually I'm someone who likes savory, quite savory actually. So I'm going to add something. I'm going to add fish sauce. Fish sauce goes with seafood, so it's a good idea. Some more of this, and my favorite, this one has to go a bit more. Okay, I think it's good already. I need the veggie out before it turns dark. You don't have to do this because I'm just using our convenience. This is the nearest thing to me before I lose the veggie to dark veggie, overcooked veggie. So just use your stuff that works for you. So put it to boiling hot again. Then I can serve my Paofan. This is the version that is the rice separate. Okay. With the fried rice. Yummy. So I'm going to do one version with the fried rice boiling inside. We will give you a verdict later. Fried rice inside. So this is the Paofan with the everything in, cow together. Okay. This is the other version. And I'm going to serve also. And this is the version that I will put this back again. Okay, I will put all this back again, boil it, and I will serve. I don't want to overcook the prawns, so I'll just put in the rest of the stuff. So we have a version that is the rice. So if you are serving plain rice, you can do what I do just now or this way. Either way, I think it's good. Because the soup base, actually it's the broth that's most important. So if you have time, you can cook with bones. I don't really want one with the meat, so I'm doing the seafood base. So I'm putting in the top shelf to cook a bit longer. So Paofan is done. And I just need another bowl to serve. So this time, what I can do is to make everything nice again, hot again. I'll add my ginger. Yeah, I still have some ginger in here. Okay, so Paofan's ready. This one, the rice is softened a lot more closer to porridge, I feel. But it's also one good way for flavor. I think this one has more flavor naturally because we actually fried the rice just now with fish sauce. So it's definitely going to be more tasty. And now I will actually put my prawn, put my stuff here, mushroom. Yeah, and my veggie. Okay, I have some top shelf. My top shell here. Then my spring onion. Okay, let's do a little bit less because I'm going to add the fried rice. This is the fried rice. And my shallot, if you like shallot, okay, if you don't, you can skip it. My fried ginger. Then top it up again with some soup. Second Paofan done. This is my Paofan. Let me show you the two versions that was done. One was actually with the fried rice, not inside the, not cooked again. Another one is actually with the, I actually put it back into the soup base, the broth to actually prepare. So you can see two versions here, over here. Similar. What's the main difference? Let me see. This broth is of course lighter. It's very full, so you can't see because this wasn't soaked with the fried rice earlier. This broth is a thicker one, more starchy because it was actually cooked. The rice was actually boiled again. So this is how the Paofan look in for tonight's dinner. So that's all for today. I hope you guys enjoy just cooking for fun. And help me like and share this so maybe some more people can do their own version of Paofan and share with us. So I hope you guys enjoy, and I think it's an easy one to cook because we normally you have rice, right? It's quite normal to have rice in most Chinese household. Then seafood is also easily available. So if you have lobster, then you can do the lobster version. If you have crab, you can do the crab version. So this is the fried rice, the rice deep fry. So this is apparently one of the key ingredients for Paofan. See you guys again. Bye for now.